Every time Draymond gets a foul, I get to upgrade one of his attributes or tendencies. Our 4 goals for Draymond are to make an All-Star game, to hit 99 overall, to win a regular season MVP, and to win an NBA championship. 2 weeks into the season, Draymond already has 21 fouls, and for the first upgrade of the video, we're gonna put his 3 from a 74 all the way up to a 95, because on the season, he's shooting 25% from 3, and that's gonna bring him to an 81 overall. 1 month into the season, he's actually shooting good from 3 now, and he's up from 21 to 55 fouls, so that means we have 34 upgrades to work with. We're gonna spend 4 of those points to max his 3-pointer, and then with the remaining 30, we're gonna move his shot tendency from a 45 to a 75 so he actually shoots the ball. So 1 month into the season, he was averaging 7.1 points per game. Now he's up to 9.9, and he's fouled 113 times, which gives us 58 more upgrades. Back to the tendencies we go. I'm gonna max out his shot tendency using 25 upgrades, and then we have 33 to go, so we're gonna put his touch tendency to a 93 so he not only shoots the ball more, but he gets the ball more. At the All-Star break, Draymond's up from 9.9 to 13 points a game, and he's up to 188 fouls, which gives us 75 upgrades. Let's go ahead and upgrade the rest of his offense so he can actually hit layups. Then we're gonna max out his close shot and his mid-range at 99. Then we're gonna max out his touch tendency at 100, and with the last 5 points, we're gonna put up his stamina so he can play longer. So now Draymond's up to an 82 overall, and unfortunately, he's not gonna make the All-Star game this year. But at the end of the season, Draymond's gonna average a career-high 17 points per game. He's gonna finish with 266 fouls, which gives us 78 upgrades before the playoffs. Because he's on the shorter side of bigs, we're gonna put his rebound to 99. Then we're gonna max out his interior and perimeter defense. And then with the last 32 upgrades, we're gonna move his offensive consistency to a 62. So now Draymond's up from an 82 to an 84 overall as we enter the playoffs. And the Warriors are the 5 seed going up against the Kings in the first round. And unfortunately for the Warriors, they're gonna lose in 6. But in the playoffs, oh my gosh, Draymond averaged 29 and 13. And he fouled 23 times, so we get to upgrade him before the next season. We're just gonna put up his offensive consistency again to make it an 85, and he's gonna stay an 84 overall. So at the start of season 2, player progression has Draymond dropping from an 84 to an 82 because of his age. And because of the ages of all these players, we need Draymond to get good quickly. 1 month into the season, he's averaging 26 points per game, and he fouled 56 times. First, let's max out his offensive consistency. We're gonna put his defensive rebound, interior defense, and perimeter defense all back to 99, and a lot of his attributes are dropping. Let's max out his 3 again, and to help him out even more on offense, we're gonna use the last upgrades to put his shot IQ to a 70. So now he's back up to an 84 overall where he ended last season, and after going to the beginning of the new year, he just got us 34 more upgrades, and I think we use all of them to get his offensive rebound up to a 74. So now he's up to an 85 and officially the second best player on the team. And at the All-Star break, Draymond just gave us 78 more upgrades. First, we're gonna max out his offensive rebound, then we may as well max out his pass accuracy, and with 31 points steal, we're gonna put his draw foul up to a 56 so the refs actually give him calls. And now Draymond's up to an 86 overall. And in season number 2, Draymond's still not an all-star. At the end of the season, Draymond averaged 23 points per game, and he's up to 236 fouls, which means we have 68 upgrades before the playoffs. We're gonna use 43 of those points to max out his draw foul, and then with the last 25 upgrades, we're gonna put his free throw to a 93 so he's actually a free throw merchant. And at the start of the playoffs, he's an 87 overall. The Warriors are the 1 seed. They're the best team in the league with Draymond being this good again. In the first round, they have to play the 8 seed Rockets. They're gonna sweep them. In round number 2, they're playing the 5 seeded Wolves, and they just lost. I did not expect that to go to 7 or for them to lose. And with Draymond dropping to an 85 at the start of season 3, he needs to lock in if he wants to complete his challenges. A month into the season, he gives us 58 upgrades to work with. We're gonna start by maxing out his stamina, then we're gonna max out his pass vision, so hopefully he gets more assists. And with the last 14 attribute points, we're gonna put his shot IQ to an 83. So that brings Draymond up to an 86 overall, and at the beginning of the new year, he's gonna give us 49 more upgrades. First, we're gonna max his pass IQ, then we may as well max out his shot IQ, and just to get his overall up, we're gonna move his intangibles to a 48, and that's gonna bring Draymond up to an 88. At the All-Star break, Draymond just gave us 78 more upgrades, and honestly, I'm going all in on intangibles. We're gonna max it out. That's gonna bring him to a 91 overall. We still have 27 more upgrades. We're gonna use 13 to max out his defensive consistency. We're gonna use 9 to max out his offensive consistency, and then with the last 5, we're gonna put his speed up to a 71. So now Draymond's a 92 overall. He's the best player on the team, and finally he's in the All-Star game, so he completed his first goal. And as we go a month past the All-Star break, he's gonna give us 40 more upgrades. Plus, he fouled out of the All-Star game. I may as well add those 6 upgrades. First, let's put his help defense to a 99. We may as well go ahead and max out his speed, and finally we're gonna put his block up to an 84. So that's gonna make Draymond go up to a 93 overall, but at the end of the season, he's not gonna win win the MVP. He's on the All-NBA second team. He finished the season averaging 24, 10, and 6. 96% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe to help me hit my goal of 35,000 subscribers. And before the playoffs, we have 48 more upgrades to work with. A lot of his attributes drop below 99, so we're gonna use a lot of these points to put them back up. And that used a big chunk of them, but we still have 7 left, so we're gonna put his block up to a 91. And now Draymond's up to a 95 overall. The Warriors aren't the 1 seed, but they are gonna clinch the 2 seed. In the first round, they have to play the 7 seed Pelicans. They're gonna beat them in 5, but now they have actual competition as they have to beat the Timberwolves. This is the same team they lost to in 7 games. They're gonna win game 1 and game 2. They're also gonna go up 3-0. They're not gonna sweep them though. And in game 5, the Warriors make it out. But now they have to face the 1 seed Mavericks. And because this series won't be easy, I'm gonna add Draymond's fouls right now. 41 in 10 games is kind of crazy. And there aren't too many good attributes to upgrade, so we're gonna max out his steal and put his block to a 98. And that's gonna keep him at a 95 overall. I'm scared for this series. Game 1, the Mavericks are gonna win by 7. Game 2, they win by just 3 points. Game 3, they win by 5. They're not gonna sweep. And every game has been close so far. The Warriors are gonna force a game 6. And moment of truth, in game 6, they're gonna get eliminated. Draymond fouled 20 more times in that series. So to help him get more assists next season, we're gonna put his dish to open man tendency to a 65. Player progression only has Draymond dropping by 1 overall. And I'm gonna move him to a center because the Warriors have literally no centers on the roster. And in the first month of the season, Draymond fouled 91 times. First, we're gonna put up his strength now that he's actually at center. We're gonna put his stamina back up. I don't think we've touched ball handle once yet, so we're gonna max that out. And to help out with that, we're gonna put his speed with ball to a 98 with the last upgrade. Draymond's still at 94 overall though, but at the beginning of the new year, he's up to 159 fouls, which gives us 68 more upgrades. First, I'm just gonna put a bunch of things back to 99, and now we're left with 3 attribute points. We're gonna put his agility to a 71. He's up to a 96 overall now. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I just realized Derek Queen's on the roster, so we're gonna make him a center, and we're gonna move Draymond back to a 4. Draymond fouled twice in the All-Star game, and he's up to 223 fouls on the season, so that gives us 66 upgrades. At this point, this is just to get to 99 overall. We're gonna max out his post hook, and then we have 2 upgrades left. We may as well put them on vertical, and Draymond's up to a 98 now. We're gonna go another month into the season and see how many fouls he can rack up. Okay, so Draymond just gave us 52 more upgrades now. Also, I don't know how he's down to a 97. We're gonna put his post fade from a 36 all the way up to an 88, and moment of truth, Draymond's a 98 again. At the end of the season, Wemby's gonna win the MVP. Draymond's on the All-NBA first team this season, averaging 26, 13, and 8. He's so close to that MVP. He's also gonna give us 49 more upgrades. This might be enough. First, I'm gonna max out his post fade, and then we can put his post control up to a 72. Finally, he's a 99. So all he needs is a regular season MVP and a championship. And low-key, I'm gonna put his post control back down. I only need to put it up 2 for him to be a 99 overall. So we're gonna use the remaining points to max out his dish to open man tendency. After that, we literally have 1 upgrade left, so we're just gonna max out his speed. And in the playoffs, the Warriors get even worse. They're the 3rd seed. Draymond, please carry us. The Timberwolves win game 1, but the Warriors are gonna sweep. And in the second round, they're playing a 7 seed. I'm just gonna sim. They also win game 1 and the Warriors gentlemen sweep. So now they have to play this Mavericks team again. They're getting even better. They have Luka back. I didn't even see his name there. He's not even the best player on the team. That's kind of crazy. Draymond's averaging 26, 17, and 10. We need him to cook. Please, Draymond, I know you're 39 game 1. They're gonna lose by 7. Cooper Flag went off. Curry went off. So did Draymond, bro. He shot 10 for 25 though. Before we go further, I'm gonna give him 40 upgrades from the playoffs so far. We need to do everything we can. I'm gonna max his free throw and ball handle, and hopefully this helps with rebounding. I'm gonna put his vertical up to an 87. Okay, Draymond, hopefully that'll help you lock in. Game 2, the Warriors lose again. Bro, Draymond went off. He actually shot good this time, but Curry shot 4 for 17. He had 8 turnovers, bro. That is insane. Game 3, the Mavericks are gonna win, and the Warriors are gonna get swept. Draymond's gonna re-sign with the team, and the Warriors replace Steph Curry with LaMelo. And finally, Draymond's gonna win an MVP, averaging 29, 13, and 8. And the Warriors win 62 games. We've been upgrading Draymond throughout the season with all his fouls. Most of his attributes are at 99 now. I think I was able to get everything to 99 except his post stuff and his dunking I don't really care about. And then I was also able to put some of his three-point tendencies up. And with the Warriors being the 1 seed, all Draymond has to do is win a championship. In the first round, they're going up against the Clippers. The Clippers win the first game. Oh my gosh, the Warriors win in 7. In the second round, they have to face this 4-seeded Spurs team with Wemby, Dylan Harper, and Stephon Castle, all 90 overall or better. Draymond put up 32 fouls in a 7-game series. That's 4.6 fouls a game. And I think the best thing to do here is to put his block shot tendency up to a 74. 4. Let's hope that's useful in the second round. The Warriors make it out in 6. And now they have to take down the Mavericks, which they haven't done once yet. We're going to go game by game here. Game 1, the Warriors are going to win by about 20. Game 2, the Mavericks win by about 20. Game 3, the Warriors win by just 2 points and the Mavericks tie it up. We have 47 upgrades. We're going to max out his block shot tendency. Then we're going to max out his shot contest and on-ball steal tendency. And with his last 5 upgrades, I'm just going to put one of his 3-point tendencies up. And it looks like those upgrades didn't help too much. I mean, Draymond had an amazing game, but the Warriors are going to lose to Luka and Cooper Flag. But this series isn't over yet. The Warriors are going to force a game 7. Draymond had another triple-double. LaMelo actually played good this game. And this guy Lawson dropped 21 off the bench. Nobody's going to stop Cooper Flag and Luka, but as long as they stop the other guys, the Warriors could win. And in game 7, the Warriors had an amazing second and fourth quarter. They're going to make it out. LaMelo, Draymond, and Derek Queen all dropped 20, with Draymond having a triple-double and filling up the stat sheet. Cam Thomas led their team in scoring. They actually did stop Luka and Cooper Flag. So now in the finals, the Warriors are going up against Giannis and the Bucks. And this Bucks roster is actually really nice. Let's go game by game here. Game 1, the Bucks are going to win. That's kind of a blowout. The Warriors tie the series up at 1. They're also going to win game 3, and we're tied up at 2. And in game 5, the Warriors aren't going to lose any quarter. They're going to go up 3-2 in the series. LaMelo and Draymond both had 30 pieces. And in game 6, the Warriors are going to bring home a championship, and Draymond's going to complete the challenge. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to see me put everyone in their prime, including Draymond Green, click the video on the screen right now.